Hey everybody, it's Robert and you're watching Sidestep Adventures, and today we're going to be looking at a cemetery that's in a different location from where we usually look. This is right beside a busy highway, but it's also been very well preserved, and you can see that the highway was kind of cut out around it. Now we are in Newnan, Georgia, and unfortunately I don't know any of the backstory of this cemetery, but I figured we'd take a look at it. It caught my eye the other day and it looks pretty interesting. It is listed as a tenant farmer cemetery, and within the fenced in area I only see one marked grave. Before we go in there, I thought I would walk around outside the perimeter of the cemetery because I saw some flags out here and was curious as to whether they were marking graves. And they are. So this is the foot of a grave right here. Head of grave right there. Obviously somebody has probably scanned this with GPR. This is another one right here that's just an indention, but it's also flagged. Let's see what this says. Okay, this is the cemetery boundary right here. You can see the cemetery boundary goes out through there. So this was probably surveyed off. I think this road is somewhat new and it was probably surveyed off when that was done, although I do find it interesting that that part is fenced in. We've obviously got this utility easement right here with a sewer in the middle of it. And plenty of graves out here. There's again head and foot of a grave. Obviously again someone has already surveyed this off, properly marking all of these graves, so they kind of did the work for us so we can see them and identify them. They're all the way down there. I see red flags, and also up here there's a head of grave there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see how this has been smoothed off and graded flat right here. This foot of a grave here, that's where these yellow flags are marking. These white flags are marking the cemetery boundary, of course, and then as we look out here we can actually see some indentions in the ground. There's one right there and right there. In fact, yep, there's a knocked over flag right there, although that's a boundary flag there, but I can see indention there. And then if we look out through there I can see a mound and 3 indentions, it looks like, on the other side of those 2 flags there. Again, marking the head and foot of a grave. This looks like a grave here, here, and here. And there's one there. Definitely a clear sign of an indention. Then again, coming down this utility easement here, we have graves over here as well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flagged graves, and these flags are all marking the head of the graves. As a matter of fact, you can see very slight indention right there where that one's flagged. You can see the ground definitely dips and comes back up right here, and the graves keep going all the way to here. It looks like, well, there's white flag there marking the boundary as it was surveyed. Well, this is pretty incredible. It's definitely a larger cemetery than I thought. When I drove past this, I thought it was just a small family cemetery inside of this fenced-in area, but apparently it's all throughout here, which does give me pause with the utilities in the middle of the cemetery, because you know they had to do a lot of digging for that. I'm gonna trust that with the obvious survey that it was done properly. So this is marked as a tenant farmers cemetery. And you can see, again, there's been a lot of ground disturbance here. This is not as easy to spot unmarked graves as it is in some of the ones that we've seen in the past, because it really looks like the ground has been disturbed here over the years. Definitely got a burial here. This was pea gravel concrete marker. See there, actually, I say pea gravel, it's big stones in there. And that's either part of the same one or another one, hard to tell because it's scattered and all broken up. Well, and here we go. This is, I'm pretty sure this is going to be, let's see. Yeah, this is an MTA grave, so this is a very special grave here. This is Mosaic Templars of America. It's hard to see, but the symbol is right here. If you look back at a previous video of mine, I did the grave of Samantha Street. That's also an MTA grave. The Mosaic Templars of America was an African-American organization that was founded by two freed slaves after the Civil War in order to help African-Americans after the war. One of the benefits of joining the organization is they offered burial services, burial benefits, including a headstone. And these headstones are very rare. The Mosaic Templars of America Museum has contacted me in the past for GPS coordinates because they're building a database of all of these graves. This is Butch, that's B-U-C-H, Upshaw. Born October the 5th, 1886, and died February 23rd, 1919. This is from the Rising Star Chamber in Newnan, Georgia. This would be the Rising Star Chamber, which was 3856 chamber for the Mosaic Templars. Very special gravestone right there. And if we come out, we can see some more graves here, just marked by rocks. They were marked by rocks at one time. And that's really all of the burials that I see throughout here. Again, the land has been really disturbed, but we'll take a look at how this cemetery was preserved with development. The road was cut through here, obviously, and they really did a good job of making an embankment here and stabilizing this portion. You can see how deep the road is compared to the landscape down there, and how deep they cut it. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed seeing this cemetery today. Another interesting piece of history, different from others that we've seen that are just lost in the woods, but still historic and interesting nevertheless. I wish I knew more information about it. If you're from this area and know any more about this cemetery, please drop me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.